Okay, hey y'all, I'm sitting out here on the front porch. I just snipped off my basil because it's getting too tall again. Here it is. If y'all could smell it, it smells good. But I was reading and it said if you dry your basil, you lose a lot of your flavor. And I was like, well, that would make sense because, it's not fantastic. But then so it said, because I was looking for ways to have better flavor, and it said to freeze it. And one of the ways it recommended was in an ice cube tray. And so I have this ice cube tray here, and it said just take your scissors and snip. Okay, so anyhow, snip it into the trays, fill them up, and then fill them up with water and freeze them. And then you've got individual serving sizes of basil for adding to your sauces and whatnots. So I'm just going to do what this here will do on me here. Very easy job. So fill these up. I'll fill them up with water then. Maybe if I can snip them. But yeah, so you can see they're just little bitty bits and pieces of basil. Each ice cube tray I'll fill up. We'll see what I get out of it here. So, and the stems are usable, kind of like dill. You use it all. Ain't no point in wasting that. But I don't want to use the big woody pieces of the stem that's down in there. So I'm just going to use like these small, younger stems versus these big old honkin' woodier ones here. These are much bigger and tougher. So I'm just going to use the skinny little stems that's up on the leaves. So I'll snip them up too, because I said it's just like regular basil. Provides the same flavor. So can't really go wrong there. I mean, waste not, want not, right? It's going to become my mantra, I guess. But anyhow, I'm going to finish snipping these up. See how full I get them here. And then we'll fill them up and get them in the freezer. So, don't think y'all care to watch me doing this. So, be back. Look what I just thought about. Measuring out each ice cube tray hole will fill up, and it's equal to about a tablespoon. Good to know when you're needing to know that for your future references when you're cooking. So, that right here is about a tablespoonful. I was like, I wonder how much this equals, and so that I measured. Learning. But yeah, so I just want to show you that while I'm still sitting here chopping up forever. Okay, so I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 trays of my basil, and you literally just fill it up with water and freeze them. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer, and we'll see what they are when they're frozen. I'll spill it on myself. Okay, so I had harvested the basil, and then I froze some of it, and it was in the ice cube trays here. So, let's pop one out. As you can see, it is all basil, just barely held together with a little bit of water here. So this is like an individual serving, like I'd said before. So now that they're frozen, I'm just going to stick them in these here bag, and then I'll stick them in a freezer bag also, just so that they're kind of airtighted up twice here. But okay, so basil servings, that'll get me through a good bit of pasta sauces and whatnots like so. That, and then freezer bag it, and then I'll stick these right back into the freezer where they will stay frozen until I need them. But then I've also got dried basil. Now I did try the difference of freezing and making some dry. This smells amazing. It said it loses its potency after it dries, but it don't smell like it did none. Anyhow, it's dry. I'm just going to crush it up here with my mortar pestle, and then I'm just going to put it in my container with my other dried basil leaves, and then I'll have that also when the recipes call for it to be dried. But that's 2 ways to harvest and use up your basil plants. And make sure you always have real stuff on hand, fresh on hand, either way it goes.